Okay, well, New York City's Catholic Church is making some history tonight, but not good history. It's the kind of history that speaks to real pain and suffering.
Yeah, the Diocese of Brooklyn is paying out more than $27 million to 4 men who were abused as children. That is one of the largest settlements ever reached.
Christian Benavides is live for us in Fort Greene with more on that. Christian.
Samson and Corey, I want you to just take a look at how close this volunteer actually was to the church. This is the church right behind me, and if you take just a few steps, matter of fact, only separated by a courtyard is where the man's apartment used to be. He would take a lot of the kids to his second floor apartment, and that's where the abuse allegedly took place.
Angelo Serrano was a teacher at the St. Lucie St. Patrick Catholic Church when he was arrested back in 2009 for sexually abusing young boys their families had entrusted him with. 4 boys who were between the ages of 8 and 12 at the time have now reached a $27.5 million settlement with the Brooklyn Diocese, each receiving $6.875 million, one of the largest individual settlements in the history of the Catholic Church.
If you think about it, we're talking about 2nd graders through 6th graders, and they were raped, they were orally sodomized, anally sodomized. The conduct was egregious. It never, ever should have happened.
Serrano, now 67 years old, pleaded guilty in 2011 to inappropriate course of sexual conduct with a child and is serving a 15-year sentence. Lawyers representing the victims say church staff knew about the abuse and did nothing to stop it.
Most egregious. A priest testified at a deposition that he actually witnessed Serrano, the abuser, kiss an 8 or 9-year-old boy on the mouth. He never asked the child, "What is your name?" He never offered help. He never even reported.
In a statement, the Diocese of Brooklyn said in part, Mr. Serrano was a volunteer worker at a local parish. He was not clergy or an employee of the diocese or parish, and that they are committed to providing an environment for it to remain safe and secure for the young people who are entrusted to our care. Members of the church say Serrano was an entrusted member of the church and the entire community.
So he was there with the kids. He used to bring them upstairs, and that was it.
But nobody ever thought twice.
No, nobody ever thought twice. Nobody ever questioned him.
Why?
Because he was from the church.
Now, lawyers for the victims say that Serrano took advantage of the fact that he spoke Spanish, and that's how he would gain the family's trust. A lot of these families were immigrants from Central America. Of course, after gaining that trust, he would later betray it. We're live in Brooklyn. I'm Christian Benavides, Pix 11 News.
Christian, thank you so much for their